Hey guys, it's Dale, and today we're going to be doing my full review on the SX Mini G class, and I am very excited. This is one of my favorite mods in a very long time. What we're going to do is we're going to do the up close and personal. I'm going to show you how the actual mod works and all of the bells and whistles to it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. So let's go in and do the up close and personal. This is the box to the SX Mini G class. This is how it looks. This particular one that I have is the carbon fiber, but they come in like 3 or 4 different options. I know that the leather one is also really nice, and it's real leather, which I think is fantastic. But the carbon fiber one is that one that I have here. You get your little manual in this cute little envelope with your warranty card, which I do recommend filling out, and all that good stuff. This here's your USB cable, and let me show it to you because it's a new type of cable, and it's great. Here is what it looks like there. I do know that it is a new cable that phones are coming out with now, and all that good stuff. So this is great. It's this cool paracord action they have going here. Yeah, this is the actual SX Mini itself. And yeah, I love this device. I love it. This is the carbon fiber. So here's what your screen looks like here. On the side, you have this awesome manuscript here. It says G-class, designed by this guy. ZJ Chin is what I'm going to call him. I'm sorry if you're watching this and I messed up your name. This is the logo on the back here, and it's actually etched in there. They took a lot of time putting this guy together. It does say that it's powered by Yihi, and it gives you the type of chip that's in here. I did not believe a lot of people when they said that these Yihi chips are better than DNA chips. I've heard that a lot of places. I've read it, and I will now agree with them. When you get yours, you will understand why I think that they're better. Here's your door, and you just push this up, and I mean, it springs up. I don't know if you can see. There it is. You can see the spring in there. I mean, it's got this crazy opening action, and it's made very well. You have your 2 battery connections down at the bottom here and 2 up here. The ones actually inside are spring-loaded, and I think that's also a pretty awesome feature. There we go. So I just put some batteries in there. Now to close the door, I'm going to show you a little trick because it took me a while to get it. Because this is so springy, you actually have to push it down and wait for it to click. So I take 2 fingers and actually push the sides down, and you will hear it click. If you have to manually close it with your finger, it's because it's not pushed down all the way. It should automatically click in. Yeah, so whenever you put the batteries in, you'll see the back light up here, which we'll talk about shortly, and you'll see the screen kind of light up a little bit. But we have to turn it on. Every time you change your batteries, you will have to turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like any other mod. There's your SX Mini. There's the chip that's inside. And then here is your display. Maybe. There it goes. So there's a lot going on. I'm not sure where to start. You have your voltage, your ohms, the time. It actually has a time, like a clock. Here it goes. Your time, your wattage, your volts here, which I noticed are a little jumpy. And I think it's because the screen, they kind of jump around. You have all of this as well. This is a great device if you're into temperature. I use it for watts just because I love this. I'm not really big into temperature. Don't hate on me. I promise I will practice and learn more about it. Yeah, so here, and then let's go 3 clicks is the lock. 1, 2, 3. It'll actually lock. It gives you the time and the day. You can set your calendar. Here's your little joystick. If you go and click over, it'll pull up an actual analog clock. I think this is so classy. And as weird as it is, I've actually used it within the past couple of weeks that I've been using this mod. So to unlock, you're going to do your 3 clicks and down. You're going to hit 3 clicks here and then down on the joystick. So you have to actually dig into it to unlock it, which I think is great. I put this in my purse a couple of times, and I found it to be way better than just the 3 clicks lock and the 3 clicks unlock. I feel like I have more control over when my device is going to work. Yeah, and I think that's awesome. So let's go into the menu. It's 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have your system off. You can change your font, your configuration mode. You can adjust your temp, adjust your unit, select your coil, the TCR settings, compensate your temp, standby time, Bluetooth, which I'll get into in a minute. You have your time set and your display mode, your wallpaper select, your brightness, which I'll also get into in a minute, language select, and instructions. The wallpapers that are pre-installed are crazy. I was flipping through them and thought it was awesome that they had so many. I mean, I'm not even through them all. The cat, that cracks me up. Yeah, there's so many wallpapers already installed. I thought the flat earth was funny as well. I rocked that for a couple days. But this is what it will be on. We'll actually select it so you can see it. This is the wallpaper it will be on whenever you get the device. Yeah. So I'll let you look at that here in a minute. Let's talk about Bluetooth for a second. Bluetooth on, Bluetooth off, and restoration. I have Bluetooth off. Bluetooth is a great thing, I believe, for mods. This device does have an app. However, at this time, it's only available on iOS. It is not available on Android. That is why I do not have my Bluetooth on, or else I would. I have an Android phone. Don't hate me on that either, please. In my head, I feel that it would be faster and easier for me to update my mod if I got an alert on my phone and could do it straight from Bluetooth. That is why I think Bluetooth is fantastic. I said it. Yeah, so we talked about brightness as well in the menu. So your joystick does a couple of things. This is obviously messing with the jewels. It'll scroll through all of your things that are on your menu, and all of that good stuff. Whenever you push the joystick up, it does the brightness of the screen. As you can see, that is 10. That is all the way up. The lights on the back also dim as well. So if you turn it down to 1 or 2, which is where I had it to begin with, I had it on 2. But I normally rock it on 1, and the light on the back doesn't show as much. So I think that that's great as well. So let's turn it up so you can see it. Yeah, so this is the screen and kind of the cycle through of this amazing little mod. And it is tiny. I mean, I am not a very big person. My hands are very small, and I think that it fits great in my hands. Whenever I vape it, I absolutely love it. It's like one fluid motion. It's wonderful. Let's go up and talk about it a little bit more, and I'll explain a little bit more of why I love this mod. Alright, so that was the up close and personal for the SX Mini. I do like this thing. It has that Yihi or Yihi chip, which makes it fantastic. I think it's a lot better, in my opinion, than any DNA chip. The mod that you normally see me rock, which I don't have today because I've been using this, is the Relo DNA 200. I paid a pretty penny for that, and I absolutely love it. But now that I have one of these in my hand, I don't use my DNA. I use this, and I have for at least a week and a half now. I think that my only complaint with this would be the joystick. Now, I like the little joystick, and I know you saw it in the up close and personal, but when I put it in my bag or if I'm carrying a whole bunch of things, it does get knocked. So you need to make sure, if that's what you do, you lock the screen. Yeah, but other than that, this is my favorite mod that I have had in my hands in a very long time. I love this mod, and it is the SX Mini G class. You can get yours at VapeWild.com.
Rolling whenever you're ready.